Kathy Lee celebrates Super Bowl week on location in Minnesota's Twin Cities. Today, newlywed Chelsea Noble tells how hubby Kurt Cameron has come around to her way of thinking. And he says greatest doctor at General Hospital, Dr. Tony Jones. Meet actor Brad Mall. Plus, don't miss what the biggest, brawniest football players are wearing off the field. Fashion sure to score a touchdown. You'll also see Regis tackle the largest ice slide in the world. And would you believe this contraption was used to diagnose your problems? Stay tuned as we check out questionable medical devices. Next on Live. And now, here's Regis Philbin and Kathy Lee Gifford.
Thanks very much. Well, hi everybody. Gee, what a great welcome here. And it's nice to be with you all. We had no idea it was going to look like this when we walked in here.
Isn't this great?
Fantastic.
And I'm so excited to be in a mall.
You know, it looks like a mall, but it's really a designer's showcase. And it used to be the old Munsingwear underwear factory.
So you must feel extremely comfortable
My
here.
shorts feel right at home.
Oh, you wore some today.
Yeah, well, for a change, yeah. Anyway, it's a great designer showcase now. It's called the International Market Square, and this is the Atrium building. And it's really beautifully set up, isn't it? Look at all these people. Hi, gang, how you doing?
Standing room only.
Yeah.
Does this mean I'm having problems with my microphone? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Good. The important thing is my microphone keep working. So
was
here we
nice
all
to hear.
are. It's Thursday, January 23rd, 1992, getting ready for Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities.
And you broke out your new sweater.
I am dressed for, you know, the weather here in the Twin Cities, those winds that are blowing in the sun. And you are dressed for...
The football players.
and she got one like this, too.
I have my priorities just fine, thank you very much.
And do you know what this is, everybody? This
Reese,
is...
I believe that's a duck.
No, it's a loon. A duck. This is the state bird of Minnesota. And not only that, this bird is pregnant. Not only that, this bird's got a baby.
And what's in that little baby?
What's in this little
Reese,
egg?
you shouldn't have.
Oh.
A little baby loon.
It's a baby loon. Uh-oh, the loon stopped breathing.
Loon abuse.
Anyway, it's very, very cute, and it's, I think, on sale all over town here, $43.
I bet everything's for sale in this town this week.
A lot of
It's
excitement.
that you can't have anywhere else during Super Bowl
It's
week.
become like an American tradition over the last 25, 26 years, you know?
And it's almost a tradition with us now. This is our second year at a Super Bowl site.
Last year we went to Tampa, and this year we're here in the Twin Cities. Now,
Look at this.
Now, here's a typical football sweater. I'm telling you, the sweaters are really terrific in town. Have you noticed?
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
getting dressed?
Oh, look at this. Oh, but look, it's got a hood.
With a hood back here.
With a football dangling
With a little
off.
football dangling off. Now, let me tell you about this sweater. Colorful football sweater from Hurricane of Wayzata. Made of 100% Puma cotton. And the football, and anyway, the price is $432.
Is it a trivia prize today?
Oh, no.
Maybe it should be.
No, it isn't.
Reach had so much fun last night. Went to a North Stars hockey game.
Yeah.
It was great.
Pretty good game, too. They went into overtime.
Went into overtime. It was very exciting. They have a 5-minute overtime in hockey, and all no holds barred kind of thing. But they were very gentlemanly last night.
No fist fights?
They were playing the Kings, Los Angeles. No fights at all. Our friend Norman Green runs a very tight ship over there, and I think they get fined extra if they're in fights and things. So it was the most elegant hockey game I've ever been to in my life. You know what it's like at a hockey game with the Rangers or the Islanders in New York. Hey, ladies, put down! This time they were so sweet.
They had the biggest crowd they ever had, over 15,000 for that game.
Yeah.
And
You know
three
everything.
times. Well, I saw a little. I saw you on TV.
Oh, no.
You were sitting in the booth, roughing it with caviar and champagne. Yes, Norman, yes.
You know who I met there last night, and they're in our audience today. One of the greatest music producers of all time, Jimmy Jam, is in our audience today.
Oh, Jimmy Jam. Stand up, Jimmy. Take a bow.
And his beautiful girlfriend, Lisa.
You know who else we have in our...
He wants to do an album with you, Regis.
Oh, of course.
Regis, no, listen. We
Rapping
talked about
with Regis.
Rapping with Regis.
You got it,
Is that
Jimmy
not
Jam.
what I told you last night? You'll sell at least 20,000 albums, I'm sure. Yeah.
See, that's not a lot in the music business. But it sounds like a lot to me. And I'm ready, Jimmy.
You'd be thrilled.
I'd be thrilled to death. Also in our audience, the great quarterback of the San Diego Chargers, John
No.
Freese. Yes,
Where?
John. Where is he? Yes.
Wherever
Yeah.
he is.
Looks like John slept in. Okay. Let's see if
John
the great
Freese
field
got
goal
freezing.
kicker of the New Orleans Saints, Morton Anderson, is here. Yes.
No.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming in. John Freese and Morton Anderson, our staff is consistent. Whether they're in New York or here, we can't get anything right. However,
else, Reach?
oh, well, let me tell you what else.
You went to, oh, look at this.
Yeah, we're going to tell you about that in a
Yeah.
second. But now this is what it's all about. This is this year's...
Oh,
no,
Must be.
this is William Perry, the
So that's from a few
refrigerator.
years ago.
Yeah, look at this beautiful ring. That's a Super Bowl ring. That's William Perry's ring, Super Bowl 20.
But show them the size.
Now this is size 23.
I can
Now,
wear
I
that
could-
as a choker.
I'm putting 2 fingers in here.
So let's see how many I can get in reach.
Usual men's size is about a 10. Wouldn't you say that right, Morton Anderson and John Freese? Right, guys. Thank you.
I can get 3.
You
Three.
can get 3 fingers in there.
But I'm so dainty.
Anyway, there's a terrific ring, and this is Jim Kelly's ring from last year. And aren't they getting
Isn't he feeling
beautiful?
a little
Yeah.
lonely without that?
That's a red ruby right in there. You notice?
Now, wait a minute. Why did he get one when they didn't?
Well,
Oh,
he
that's
played in the game last
So they
year.
get a ring for playing in it?
Absolutely.
I
Sure.
think that's only fair.
Now, let's see what's in the papers today. Here's the Pioneer Press. Oh, incidentally, this is the beginning of the Winter Carnival, too, which is just great for this area because that's 106 years. There's the Ice Palace. There is the Ice Palace, and last night they lighted it. You know, they worked
were
for
there,
about
Reach, as
5
usual.
months. No, we were up on the Radisson Hotel overlooking the Ice Palace, and we watched it come to life via the illumination. Then they had the torchlight parade. It's really a wonderful tradition here in this city. And I must tell you this. I am so impressed with the Minneapolis and St. Paul about how clean everything is. I mean, it's graffiti-free.
Even the snow is clean.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, not really. But it's graffiti-free. I mean, you can feel the civic pride, and it's really a delight to be here.
Well, there's something called Minnesota Nice. Did you realize that? Mm-hmm. They say the way you know you're in Minnesota is 4 people all come up to a stoplight in different cars at the 4 different corners. And everybody sits there and smiles and waves to each other until they all run out of gas.
That's funny. That's good. Yes.
You first. No, you first. No, please, be my guest.
And a beautiful city it is, too. I mean, you preserved the old, and you've got new buildings in there gleaming, and it's just absolutely
pride.
beautiful. And here's your magazine, Minneapolis, St. Paul, made in Minnesota. And a lot of people, a lot of stars came out of Minnesota in show business and in
That's
politics, as you all know.
And guess what else was originated here, Reach? Invented here.
What?
Is the home of, my mother will be thrilled, Spam. The home of Spam, Reach.
No kidding.
Yes. I want to talk to the Hormel, Mr. Hormel. I would
Right.
take some home for my mom.
And everywhere you go, there are ice sculptures on every corner all over town, and it's just beautiful. Now, we have a typical ice sculpture right over here. Can't see it from this angle, Gilman, but, oh, there it is. Yeah, there's the Bills helmet. Live with Regis and Kathy
Look at
Lee. Very
that.
good. And there's the Redskins. And that's ice.
Unbelievable.
You know, it almost looks like crystal, but it's ice. Fantastic. And outside we have a gentleman who is working right now on a project he'll bring in near the end of the show. His name is Tom Doyle. And Tom, here he is right out there. Now,
Tom, how you doing? You look cold.
It's cold out here.
Yeah, it's about 20 degrees, sun just coming up, and it's kind of windy too. Now, Tom, what are you going to create out of that block of ice?
I'm going to do a swan. I'm going to try to do a swan. The ice is really brittle, and I'm hoping that it won't crack before I get done.
All right. How long will it take you?
Hopefully about 45 minutes or before the end of the show.
All right, fine. What else have you made in the past? What's your most challenging piece?
The most challenging piece I ever made was for the St. Paul Winter Carnival. It was about a 15-foot tall stained glass window that had to be all pieced together.
Oh.
How long did that take you, Tom?
Well, that took a crew of us about 3 days.
Remember the year that you made a Chrysler?
That's this year.
Oh, that's this year, yeah.
Yeah, he remembers.
And how did that come out?
It was this cold.
Well, all right, why don't you go to work? And incidentally, thank you for the Regis, Kathy Lee, and Buffalo Bills and Washington Redskins sculpture as well. And we'll take a look at your work there when the show is almost over. We're going to bring it back in. Why don't you start the chainsaw right now? Show us how you do it. Well, that's a cinch. What's the problem?
Anybody could do it.
I thought he was going to do it with a pocket knife. All right, Tom. Go to work, and we'll be checking with you as the show progresses.
Thanks a lot.
Okay,
Boy,
thanks so
what a talent,
much.
huh?
Yeah, it's some talent is right. On our show today, the lovely bride of Kirk Cameron.
I don't think I've ever seen them apart.
No, well, they are apart today.
I know.
No, she came in a little bit early. She is a fantastic Buffalo Bills fan.
Well, she's from that area of the country.
That's right. Yeah, Chelsea Noble will be here.
Beautiful lady.
And the great quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, an old friend of ours, Boomer Esiason, will be here to narrate a fashion show for us, which involves some of the great pro football players in our game today.
Some hunks.
Some hunks, yes.
Yeah. Also, speaking of hunks, we're going to have Brad Mall here from
General Hospital.
Now, yesterday, didn't you go over to the Ice Palace and Slide Reach?
Yeah, they have a tremendous slide here. It's over 500 feet long. We kind of christened it yesterday. It opens today, as a matter of fact, and we'll show you what that's like. Well, you go down it.
Doesn't your bottom stick to it?
Yes, it did. It hurt a little bit. We went on these little plastic sleds, and the thing was bouncing back. It's almost like a bobsled.
Scary?
You know? It's a straight run. It kind of got my attention, yeah.
But it's not for any ordinary man.
Not for any ordinary people, just for guys like me. And let's see it. And we also went to the illumination of the Ice Palace.
You're so hot and
That's
so
right.
big and so important.
And what else we have? We have something else, too, don't we? Sure, we have... yes.
Weird medical devices.
There's
Weird stuff.
There's a museum here in Minneapolis that has cataloged and taken in all the unusual medical devices that have come to us over the years.
Well, I read also about Minnesota that you're like 4th highest in the nation for the amount of patents that you've received. You're very inventive people. You have long winters. I am a wealth of information.
Boy, does she get to the heart of a person, you know what I mean? You are an inventive people. Stand tall and be proud. Anyway, we're thrilled to be here. We'll be right back with Chelsea Noble in a moment. I'm going for you know everything.
Still ahead on Live from Minneapolis, St. Paul, football great Boomer Esiason with the latest in big and tall men's fashions. Regis takes a look at Minneapolis and St. Paul's famous ice slide and palace. Dr. Tony Jones from General Hospital, actor Brad Mall, and some very questionable medical devices.
We're at the Atrium Building in the International Market Square in Minneapolis. You just saw a picture of the Metrodome, the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, where the Super Bowl will be taking place in just a matter of hours now.
When do I get to shop? The big question.
This would be a great place for you because this is filled with,
Everything's so close by.
That's right. I know, it's tough for you to sit here while all this is around you.
Get on with this, please.
All right, the Bills aren't the only pride of Buffalo these days. One of their hometown beauties has turned into Cinderella when she landed a bit part in the hit series Growing Pains and wound up with a brand new name, Mrs. Kirk Cameron.
Not bad for a day's work.
Yes, and a fine and a terrific career on her own. Here's Chelsea Noble. Chelsea Noble.
Thighs. You don't have any thighs. None.
And you're an inventive person, too.
Chelsea, are you a size 2?
Yeah, just about, I think. I don't know.
Poor thing.
So, Chelsea, this is the first time, I think, that you've been apart from young husband Kirk.
I know.
How long? When did you get married?
We got married 6 months ago.
6 months ago, and this is really the first separation.
Yes, but he's joining me Friday. He's working, and he's also a major Bills fan, so he's coming Friday.
He was converted, I'll bet, huh?
Well, it just kind of happened naturally. I mean,
He had to be an LA fan before he married you, right?
yeah. I mean, he liked football. He wasn't a huge fan in LA, and I just think he came to Buffalo, and there's just like major spirit in Buffalo, and it's sort of contagious. And
I mean, both these cities, Washington and Buffalo, are crazy about their team.
This is going to be one of the great games. Great
well, you
Super
can
Bowl
feel the
games.
excitement in town. I mean, just everywhere, everybody's just so
Some other
excited.
family members of yours are coming in for it, too?
My brother and sister-in-law are here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Good for them. There they are right back there. Everybody's got their Buffalo game stuff on. Well, tell us about married life. Are you...
Oh, it's great.
Really?
So great.
That good, huh?
Yes. It's wonderful. I mean, it's fun. I mean, we're just setting up a house and we're remodeling, and I heard that you have gone through remodels.
Oh, for about 5.5 years now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this is a real money pit experience,
Oh my
right?
gosh.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, we thought we'd have it done in 3 months. You know, it's been almost a year now, and it's driving us crazy.
What are you doing?
But you keep smiling, and you just, we have a kitchen table, and
Kitchen table
And we
after
have-
5 months of remodeling. Good, Chelsea. You're on the way.
we have all the basic necessities, and we're so in love, and we're so happy. So.
You're in love.
You could live in a hut with this guy.
Oh yeah.
Well, why don't you?
Well, I feel like we are actually.
No, that's
Look
true.
at her, she's,
You feel like you could live on love when you're that madly in love. Me, I need some chairs to go with my table.
Now, you haven't
But I'm
had-
older.
Have you had your first little argument yet?
Oh,
Have you picked up the
Yeah,
table and
I
thrown
mean-
it on me yet?
no, not yet. I mean, we're working together. There's a lot of stress, and we're very busy. We're making decisions career-wise, but we're such great friends that we just talk about everything. And
You go for walks and talk, right?
actually, we do. We live on a lake, so we can walk on the lake. And
See any
we
loons
just-
on
we-
that lake?
we do. There's amazing birds. Different types of birds and different ducks and turtles.
sounds
A lot of loons in
It's
Los
really
Angeles.
nice.
A lot of loons everywhere.
A lot of loons in LA.
Did you didn't take a honeymoon? The last time we talked to you, you hadn't had time for the honeymoon.
And still is the same situation, right?
We're planning on taking a real honeymoon. Went to Vermont after the wedding, and we're planning on going to Europe. But we're both reading film scripts right now, so we're kind of trying to work it around. We're going to do it, definitely, during hiatus sometime.
But the funny thing is that they're still playing unmarried friends on the show, Growing Pains.
Right. Well, they only have 7 episodes left, so...
Are you coming back next year?
I don't know if the show's coming back yet. I mean, I really don't know.
It's the 7th season for it, or
It's the 7th season.
and so that's everybody's contracts have run out.
Right.
maybe.
So...
Well, that's nothing new. We don't know if we're going to be here tomorrow. You know what I mean? We just keep showing up, and one day there'll be no cameras, and that'll be it.
But it's been great, and the show is still going strong, and everyone's still enjoying it. But if it ends, then we move on to something else. And
Sure.
Every time I'm with the two of you or one of you alone, don't you feel like they're just the two sweetest kids? You wonder, how could they be in Hollywood? And you don't want Hollywood to change them.
Yeah.
There's a big temptation, I'm sure.
I think it's a hard place to live, but I think that we're so rooted in the real stuff that
Family and faith.
Yeah, just the real things, and I don't think we'll ever be any different. I mean, we have our life, kind of our own little island in that big place, and
How are you going to handle love scenes with other people? Have you talked that out yet? In the course of your acting, of course.
yeah, I mean,
You know how Kenny Rogers and Marianne made a deal that
That's
they
right.
would...
Some people can't take it.
Yeah.
yeah, Marie.
Some spouses actually can't.
They really
stand it.
can't deal with it.
Oh, I completely understand it. I think that you just make decisions together. We look at scripts, and I'm reading scripts now, and how he feels about the script means so much to me, and you know, we want the best for each other, and we just make sure that the scripts are substantial and they're
agree with each
yeah, and that, so we come to the decision together on things.
They're communicating, really.
We communicate, yeah.
So you don't mind that nude scene? I mean, if it's essential to the plot.
Something tells me we won't be seeing that.
No, probably not.
No.
Well, look, I hope you have a wonderful weekend
Thank
here
you. I'm
in,
very excited.
in,
Go,
Minnesota.
Bills!
Bills are in town, and Chelsea Noble is waiting for them.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with Boomer Esiason in a moment.
Still ahead from Minneapolis, St. Paul, Regis visits a winter wonderland and takes a ride on an ice slide.
That's our fellow Tom Doyle, who is making a swan for us out of a
Swan.
out of a chunk of ice right there. Boy, he's really doing it fast, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a look at that before he's finished. Now, here he is from the Cincinnati Bengals, and incidentally, Cincinnati was just in the Super Bowl, it seems, what, in 1988? Just
Gee, I can't recall.
3 or 4 years ago, and Boomer, one of the most popular of all the great quarterbacks around today, been on our show several times before, here to narrate a fashion show featuring some of the biggest players in the NFL. Here he is, Boomer Esiason. Boomer, Boomer, Boomer. How you doing? Boomer, Boomer.
See you guys.
Great to see you.
I kind of feel like I'm a regular.
There you are. Last time Boomer was on the show, he was learning how to do play-by-play, right?
That's right, for the USA Network, for the World League of American Football.
That's
And how'd
right.
your season go?
Well, it was okay. It wasn't too bad.
There
A lot of people
definite
after our
problems.
season in the NFL felt like I should stay in the booth.
Oh, you had a rough season, didn't you?
No, well, let's not talk about that. It's 1992 now.
But you
We've
got,
had rough seasons, haven't we?
we've had every season's rough for us, but you've got a new coach and a new outlook, I guess. And
Yeah, our new coach is David Schuler, the son of Don Schuler. And David happens to be the youngest coach in the history of the NFL, beating out his dad by a number of days.
he's only 32 years old.
Yeah, and
are you older than him?
Actually, I'm going to be 31 in April.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess
the
that
first
just
time a
shows that
father
when I
and a son.
retire, I can go right into being a head coach.
Yeah, why not? All right, let's begin, Boomer. Now, who have you brought us, and what are they wearing today?
Well, actually, you know, this whole segment is going to be about tall and big man size. It's something that, as an athlete, I know how difficult it is to walk into a store and buy some clothes and right off the rack. Something that you don't have to worry about, Regis, but...
No, because he has the perfect body.
Well,
right.
you have the perfect body, Regis. You do. That's right. But actually, today we have a number of players, and starting off will be Louis Lips
Louis Lips
from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
One of the outstanding wide receivers in professional football. And the interesting thing about Louis, he's been a two-time Pro Bowler. Louis also owns a funeral home.
Really?
Yes, the Halls Farley Funeral Home in Pittsburgh. Louis is a proprietor. And as we see, Black leather has never been as popular as it is now, and right now he's wearing a bomber-style jacket by G3 Apparel. And its cool styling, extra durability, and versatility make it the ideal topper for any casual look, okay? How about taking that jacket off,
Take
Louis?
the jacket off, Louis. Let's take a look at the...
And underneath, he sports a comfortable fashion from the Gitano Activewear collection. The nylon popover and cotton lycra biker shorts make it working out a pleasure.
Very good.
And choosing the right footwear is essential for any sport. And here, Louis wears the latest cross trainers from Foot Locker.
There they are, right there.
Look
Very
at those
good.
legs, huh?
Yeah, good legs. Thank you, Louis.
Thank you, Louis.
Got a great personality.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Actually,
Okay.
this is kind of new for me doing this thing, so you got to bear with me if I make
You're
some
doing
mistakes.
a good job.
Now our next guy here, this is Pat Swilling from the New Orleans Saints. And,
Yeah.
And Pat was the Defensive Player of the Year this year.
Oh, he was something. What a
Right.
year he had.
And Pat led the NFL with 17 sacks. And here in his arms... Oh, he threw the ball to his wife. How nice. Actually, in his arms is his 5-week-old son, Patrick Jr.
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that beautiful?
Now, I got to tell you something about this guy, folks. He led the league in sacks this year, 17 with the New Orleans Saints, so he's rather mean off the field. But as seeing him here, he's a rather large, sensitive individual.
You know, Pat, it was just the other day you were carrying Boomer in your arms like that.
It seems like it, too, to tell you the
It's
truth.
like a football sitting there. It's just so comfortable right
What's the big guy wearing?
He's wearing, well, actually, the little guy of the big guy is wearing a Christian Dior onesie, a fun outfit.
A onesie?
Yes. Actually, a onesie or a twosie. His baby's rather large. But Pat Swing is dressed in a full outfit of Hugo Boss. And Hugo Boss is popular among athletes because it makes large sizes fit very comfortably. It fits the athletic cut that most of us have. And those of us who are fat can wear a double breast from Hugo Boss, like I'm wearing right now. But Pat looks rather stylish.
Very nice.
You never know that he's an outside linebacker.
Nice. Thank you. Pat Swilling, New Orleans Saints.
We had a great time in New Orleans.
Yes, we just left New Orleans.
Now, I got to tell you about our next guest here because our next guest was an idol of mine when I was a youngster. All right? And this happens to be the great Kenny Stabler.
The Snake. There he is.
That's right.
From the Oakland Raiders.
And Kenny obviously is left-handed, which is a very favorite of mine. This is what I have to look forward to when I retire.
Yes.
But actually, Kenny led his team to the 1978 Super Bowl title with the Oakland Raiders, and his nickname is the Snake.
Sure.
And on the field, you've seen Kenny in his cleats, his pads, and all those good sweaty things that we like to wear. But off the field, that's right. Off the field, he just likes to lounge around, and he likes to wear Jake and Company Sports Page PJs, and obviously you can see the sports pages on it.
Very nice, Snake. Good to see you.
Thank you, Snake. And the thing about the Snake had goofy slippers on.
I know he did.
We asked him, Kenny, what do you like to wear? He says, well, I'm a goofy type of guy, so we got him goofy slippers.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Now, this is a hometown favorite right here. This is Minnesota Vikings defensive end / linebacker star Chris Dolman.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Chris,
you just take care of, sacking the quarterback. You leave the throwing to us, all right? Actually, it was a pretty good pass. Chris is almost 6'8", and I told him that I'd say nice things about him because he, too, told me that he was very sensitive. And I have to make sure. He's 6'8", and he was the Lineman of the Year in 1990 for the NFL. He's been to 4 Pro Bowls.
Wow. Dynamite. Beautiful sweater.
This is a gorgeous sweater. This is a Coogie sweater from D.W. Stewart's right here in Minneapolis. The sweater is actually a triple extra large. And he's wearing pants that are size 56, ladies. I don't know what that means, but that's what they told me to say. I have no idea what that means. But,
all right.
So actually, all of our models look great, and I'd just like to say thanks, and thanks for D.W. Stewart's and also Guichano and Foot Locker for outfitting our guys here, and how about a nice round of applause for these folks?
Absolutely. Boomer, come on out here. Chris, who do you like in the Super Bowl?
Well, Regis, I like Washington.
Washington? Snake, who do you feel?
I'm going to go with Washington.
Washington? Pat? Washington.
Well, I'm an AFC man myself.
So it's the Bills. All right, fine. Now, Boomer.
Here we go.
Every time Boomer's on the show or one of these quarterbacks is on the show, I'm going to go out for a pass. There isn't too much. Wait a minute, there is. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Louie, come here. Now watch this, Louie. I'm going to take this lane down here. I'm going to cut to the right. Way up there, you see where that lady is in the blue suit? Right there, you got to hit me with the pass. Now watch these moves, Lewis. Okay? I'm going to hike it back to you.
You're going to hike it back?
Hey.
Don't fall.
I won't fall. Hey.
Careful.
Stay there. We have another ball around here. Hold it, stay
No
there.
wonder
Stay
the
there.
Bengals won just 3 games this year. Louie, was the move good?
Yeah, the move was great, Regis. One more time,
I'll
Regis.
start down here. Now, come on, hit me.
All right, we're 2 for 2.
Louie, Thank you. We'll be right back in a moment. Stay with us.
If you would like to receive more information about the big and tall fashion seen on today's show, send for a copy of our newsletter by sending a self-addressed stamped business-size envelope to Live Newsletter, issue 101, P.O. Box 2010, Floral Park, New York, 11002.
He's almost done.
Amazing.
If you've been watching our show from the beginning, and incidentally, we're live coming to you from Minneapolis today, from the Twin Cities, from the Atrium building, which is the in the International Market. Am I getting it right here?
Yeah.
International Market Square. So much to say, you know. Can't offend anybody.
This is not the site of Super Bowl 26.
No. This is the site of the Regis and Kathy Lee show.
On a smaller scale.
And so we started with that gentleman, Tom Doyle, at the beginning of our show from A Block of Ice, and now, of course, he's almost got that swan finished. Well, now here he is, one of the few good guys of daytime drama. He played by one of the nicest, most popular actors in television, also an accomplished singer, Dr. Anthony Jones of General Hospital, Brad Moore. Brad, how you doing?
Hi. Hello. Did you see these people standing in line outside in the dark this morning?
I drove up, yeah.
Unbelievable.
There's no accounting for taste.
The weatherman this morning said it's warming up to 16.
And the wind was blowing, and they were, yeah.
But they are a hardy and inventive people.
Yes, you're very,
That's right.
very inventive. Saw you for a second last night in the hotel lobby. Were you coming from the Harry Connick show?
Yes, I was one to thank
Harry
you
Connick is appearing in town and incidentally singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
He is great. I
he
thought
good?
about you last night. I thought you'd be screaming. If
I'd
you saw
enjoy
him.
it, huh?
Yeah.
That good?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. But you're a singer.
And here, these people may be cold, but they're warm inside. Because last night, it was like a teen idol was on stage. All the girls and some of the guys, they were screaming. You know, I mean,
Something
screaming.
like
watching
we
Sinatra.
had out here when Regis and Kathy Lee walked
Very
out.
similar when you walked out.
Well, now, you've been a guest many times, but you hosted or co-hosted the home show recently.
Yes, that's here. I'm worming my way into your heart. See?
Gary was on, I guess he's doing an acting
Yeah, he's doing a
assignment.
TV movie, and so ABC talked to me and got me to co-host the home show one day, and that was neat.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I felt just like you guys. It was very good.
It's a lot of fun.
It was fun. I was scared to death, though. I actually read the book for my interview the day before.
No.
See, very different. Very different.
You'll get over that.
I know that.
You just don't have time. I once
I
asked,
know that. You
get
once
the
asked
book the night
Barbara
before.
Walters, you know, when you do a daily show and you have guests coming on every day, and we try to keep up, and
Yeah.
maybe sometimes you do read the book, but more
You get
often
a
than
week
not,
or
you
so
just
in
don't
advance.
have the time. So I said to Barbara, you know, how do you keep up with all of these things? She said, if you read the first chapter and the last chapter, and one chapter in the middle, it'll give you enough of the
It's like
7-minute
watching
interview.
a soap.
Absolutely.
You watch Friday. Right? Isn't that what you do? Monday and Friday.
That's right,
So,
sure. And
Just so happens I'm usually on Tuesday.
what is going on with your character these days?
Oh, gosh. They haven't shot me lately, so that's good.
How many times have you been shot now? 3?
Well, I've had 4 brain surgeries.
And you
So-
were blind once.
And I'm a neurosurgeon, too, so...
You were a blind neurosurgeon for a
Yes,
while.
I was a blind neurosurgeon.
There wasn't much call for them.
Actually, I was a blind neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
The 4 brain surgeries. Let's see, I've been impotent on the show.
Well, I
and,
don't doubt it.
And you know how I got over it? Was
Tell me how.
It's amazing. Just try this. What you do is there was a girl sang religious music below my bedroom window
That's
one
you.
night. There it was. It was,
You were healed.
and I was healed. Yeah.
And what happened to her?
No, huh? And then, the other way I got over my blindness was that I...
We don't want to know that.
Yes, you do. Trust me, you
We don't
do.
even want to know how you went blind.
No. Well, that's even better. I went blind because I was married to Lucy on the
Oh,
show.
that'll do it every
that'll do
time.
it every
yeah.
time.
976 Lucy. But what I did was I bent over to pick up my little girl, and a forklift hit me from behind, and I got my eyesight back.
This was really legit on the show?
It was on the show.
Oh, my God.
Oh, are you kidding? Soap dish. We made soap dish look like
I
nothing.
know, absolutely right.
You know,
We
Do
have,
you ever get a script and say to yourself, are they kidding me?
most days. And I love it. We've got a serial killer moving in my house now.
You have a lot of people in that house all the time. Every
know.
scene in your house,
Isn't that
you have
funny?
like a fire going and 26 people there.
Well, see, it's funny. We live in what's supposed to be a brownstone, but in reality, there's like 2 rooms in the bottom. And then, if you track the characters, it shapes out like a mushroom. There's about 100 different apartments
It's
above
like
it.
Dallas, everybody lives together.
Yeah, yeah. Same.
you live
What-
happily ever after.
Yeah. What do you got there?
Well, I have some pictures here.
Yes, I thought you'd like to see my
Beautiful
children. This is
Yeah.
Hunter.
Hunter. looks like a little Quasimodo there.
Everybody was expecting this cute kid. Instead, I thought, well, you know, every time I'm on this show, I always bring these little pictures, and here's my little kids, you know.
Yeah.
But I thought this time you'd like to see them as they really are at home.
Oh, they are beautiful.
This is Lily, my 3.5-year-old. And she looks like Ernest Borgnine in that picture.
Now, here's a youngster who's really different. Here's the kid with 3 eyes.
Yeah, this is Michael, my son, also. I just want you to know what it's like living with us at home.
Yeah.
With strange
You
children.
have 3 children?
Yes, I do.
And you've had
Good
some
children.
strange jobs along the way to your current success.
What I really thought about was that since I'm really trying to get the job as the co-host in case you know, pull one of those Suzanne Summer things and just walk right off or something like that.
In other words, you get too big for me.
Yeah, you get too big. I thought that...
That could be tomorrow. Hang around.
You know, I thought that maybe you'd like to see where my career's been, sort of a retrospective of how great my career's been. So I can show you pictures if you have time. If you don't, that's all right.
We'll do this real quick, all right?
Real quick. This is me when I worked for Don Ho. I was a backup singer for Don Ho.
He's not kidding. He really was.
This is me when I worked for Jim Neighbors as a backup singer. Now we're moving right along.
By just looking at the pictures.
Disneyland here.
Is that you as a snowman? Where are you?
Well, I'm somewhere in there. Just
all right.
Moving on here. Here I am with a wax figure of Bobby Gentry. No, actually, that is Bobby Gentry. But I was a backup singer for Bobby Gentry. And this is in case we ever shoot in Miami. Yeah.
Miami Vice?
Yeah, no, this is in case we ever shoot in Miami.
Oh, I see. All right.
And this is me on the show when they shot me.
Oh, when you had the lobotomy?
Gosh, I thought people would laugh and they all feel sorry for me. That's very funny.
Interesting career.
Or lack of.
Brad, we thank you so much for coming by. Everybody, good to see you here.
Great to see you.
Take care of yourself.
Nice to see you.
Still ahead, we've got the ice sculptor and details of our matchmaker makeover in a moment.
Tomorrow from Minneapolis, St. Paul, the hilarious Sinbad.
All right, we have some details now of our very first match makeover. And here with more details is Tony Pig.
Tony's here?
Yep.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker.
If you're still waiting to meet your Prince or Princess Charming and would like a makeover, send us a letter of 1 page or less to enter our Match Makeover contest and tell us why you or someone you know deserves a makeover and to be matched up with a dream date. Let us know what kind of person would be the perfect match for you or your nominee. Include the name, address, phone number, and a recent photo of the Match Makeover nominee. Mail your entry to Live Match Makeover, 279 South Beverly Drive, Suite 30, Beverly Hills, California, 90212. Entries must be received by February 3rd, 1992. The 3 couples will be selected on the basis of their letter, personality, location, potential for change, and their matchmaking eligibility, and must be available to appear on our program between February 6th and 13th.
And make me a match of my own.
Hope you participate in that. And now here's Tom Doyle and our ice sculpture. All right.
Right here, guys, right here. Isn't that beautiful?
It's just gorgeous. There's the swan, and there's Tom right back there. Tom, thank you very,
Tom.
very much.
Gorgeous.
We'll be right back in a moment.
Tomorrow from Minneapolis, St. Paul, witness some death-defying feats from an authentic stuntmaster.
Want to thank Tom Doyle again, everybody, one of the great ice sculptors in
Some members of our studio audience will receive the following.